Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike Green. I'm one of the owners of 1A Auto. I want to help you save time and money repairing and maintaining your vehicle. I'm going to use my 20 plus years experience restoring and repairing cars and trucks like this to show you the correct way to install parts from 1AAuto.com. The right parts installed correctly. That's going to save you time and money. Thank you and enjoy the video.
In this video, we're going to replace the front power window regulator on this 2000 Chevy S10. Pretty much the same as any 95 to 05, both the S10 Blazer and the S15 Jimmy. And we're going to do the front driver side, which is also similar for the front passenger side. Tools you'll need are a flat blade screwdriver, two of them, a Phillips screwdriver, 7mm socket and driver, a putty knife and a rag, a hammer, a punch, a cold chisel, and bolts and nuts with integrated washers to put it back together. Okay, we're going to kind of start by fast forwarding through removing the door panel. It's not that difficult of a job. You remove the switch panel, unhook the switches. I think there's 3 or 4 screws that you remove, and then pull the door panel away on some pins. If you do want to see this in regular speed, just check out our other videos for the door panel removal for the S10 Blazer. Okay, once your door panel is off, then carefully pull back your water shield. Okay, and once you have that shield pulled back, here's your window regulator, and it's held on by 4 rivets actually, and we will use a punch to punch out the center and then a chisel. And then once you have those 4 rivets off, the regulator slides out. Okay, and now before that you'll want to press on a tab and disconnect your power window motor.
What you want to do with these rivets is use a punch first and punch the middle of them out. Okay, so you can see now it's open. Now, this is called a cold chisel, and you just basically chisel the head of the rivet right off.
Okay, we'll just kind of speed this up as I'm banging away. Usually you shear the head off. This actually just pulls the rivet right out of the door. Now you can see it's free from the door. You just want to repeat that for the rest of the rivets.
Now my regulator is detached from the door, okay, and I've got a person helping me. And you can see here's the track, and there's 2 arms that go into the track, and then if you feel here, you can feel that there's another arm in a track that runs right here. Okay, so what we have to do is lift the window up and get these 2 arms out of their tracks by sliding it down and then forward, and then this arm comes out afterwards. So basically, and you want to be very careful because you can easily get your hands pinched in here. That's why I have somebody helping me. I'll have them hold the window at certain times. So you can see as I lift up the window, I'm going to pull out of my regulator. Okay, I'll try and show you this as good as possible. Okay. Lift up. Okay, now hold it there. Okay, so you see my regulator is kind of rotated down, and now I pull it out, and now you can see, well, here's the roller from this arm. Okay, and now I just slide this arm right out. Okay, bring these arms together and pull it out. Okay, now what you want to do is probably tape up the window, or just let it go. Just let it slide down, right like that. Here's the old regulator, the new regulator from 1A Auto. You can see everything's all the same. Okay, the only slight difference is that the motor has a lead on it, but the attaching point is the exact same. Okay. And to reinstall, what you want to do is you're going to put this one in first into the slide from the front, and then you're going to kind of try and work these two into the tracks at the same time. So lift the window up. Make sure you keep your harness out of the way. Put this in. And just kind of look up in. And you'll have to do a lot of this by feel. So I just put that into the track. Okay. Now pretty much get this almost into place. And I'm going to have to push the window all the way up. Push the window all the way up and have your person hold it. Okay. And now I've got this one here, so you can see, and I can see that it's in the right spot by looking right through that hole there. Okay. Gotta feel and make sure your top one goes into the track in the front. So I've got that started. Okay, and that one's there. Okay, so now I've got everything in, and now let go of the window. Slowly let your window down and put your regulator. Ooh, and I didn't get the top one in. Slide it back up. Got the front in. Put that one in. Now try letting it down again. Okay. And let your window regulator go up into place. Keep it down. Hold it right there. Okay, now you want to use a short bolt. Okay, and a nut with a washer integrated into it. And let's see here. Let down one more. It's usually easiest to. Alright, that's good. A little more. Okay, that's good. It's easiest to start these ones down here at the bottom. Go up a little bit. There we go. Now what it's a good thing to do, let's connect our power here. And I'm going to carefully turn on the power. I'm going to hold the regulator. Why I'm doing this is just to get everything out of the way so I can bolt it in. Nut. Okay, now with those two bolts in, we can just put the rest of the nuts and bolts in.
Okay, and as I finish bolting it in here, so I'm using bolts in place of the rivets, obviously, because the rivets were sheared off. And I'm either using 1.5 centimeter M6 10mm bolts, or I'm using quarter-inch by half-inch long bolts with 7/16 heads on them.
I've gotten everything kind of preliminary in place. What you do want to do is, if you stretched out your holes or anything when you were chiseling off the bolts, just kind of lift things up into place and tighten them up.
Okay, and we'll hit fast forward as I just reach in and around. Some of the bolts and nuts are a little hard to get to, so you want to put a bolt through from the front side, and then use a washer and nut, or a nut with an integrated washer on the back side. And they're at times a little bit difficult, especially I have larger hands, so trying to get back in there is a little tough. So just fast forward through that.
Put them on there. Okay, everything's working good. Unplug our switch. Okay. Put that harness back in there like that.
Okay, and we'll just fast forward putting that water shield back on. Make sure it's on there good. You can use some tape, or masking tape or whatever if you need to, and then fast forward through putting the door panel back on. Again, if you want to see this in regular motion, just check out our other videos for the S10 door panel remove and replace. We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.1aauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll-free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.